Hey guys, it's Rachel. So today I wanted to talk about two e.l.f. foundations. I have been on a search for a good cruelty-free foundation for my oily skin ever since I switched over. So I recently picked up two foundations from e.l.f. since they are so affordable, and I thought I would try them out and then give my opinions on them. So since they are both from the same brand, I thought a comparison and review video would be a good way to go. So the first one I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Flawless Foundation. And then the second one I have here is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. So if you want to hear my thoughts on these two foundations, just keep on watching. So I am going to be looking down a little bit in this video since I do have a lot of notes that I wrote on my experiences on both of the products. So just starting off with the claims on the foundations. So starting off with the e.l.f. Flawless Foundation claims. This claims to be a lightweight and oil-free formula that blends in naturally for a beautiful semi-matte finish. It has SPF 15 sun protection. Now the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation claims are that it will treat your skin with full coverage while fighting blemishes. It's supposed to be a lightweight formula infused with salicylic acid, witch hazel, camphor, tea tree, and soothing aloe. So it's supposed to help clear up your acne, I guess. So both of these foundations are $6. However, you should notice the amount of product you're getting in each foundation. So the e.l.f. Flawless one has less product than the average foundation. This only has 0.6 fluid ounces, while most foundations have 1 full fluid ounce. So really, if you were to price it at the 1 fluid ounce price, per fluid ounce of products, you would be paying around $10 for this foundation. Now this foundation has 1.2 fluid ounces, so you're actually getting a better bang for your buck with the acne fighting one since it does come with more product. Now the shade range for these foundation lines aren't the best, but the Flawless Foundation one actually has more shades than the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one. I can't remember the shades exactly, but I believe this comes in around 10 shades, I think. They recently expanded the line of shades, while the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one only comes in around, I think, 6 shades, and they actually discontinued their lightest shade, which actually makes no sense because I find that this foundation line does run a little dark. So just quickly going over the packaging of both of these foundations. The Flawless Foundation comes with a pump, which mine is really dirty, please excuse that, which I actually really like because this pump has really good control. It doesn't pump out too much, and you can control how much you want it to pump out. And it comes in a nice glass bottle. While the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one does feel a little bit cheaper, it comes in a plastic squeezy tube, which also gets just as dirty. But I think both packagings are great. They do both provide a lot of control, and you don't dispense too much product. It just prefers on which one you like better, if you like a squeezy tube better or if you like a pump better. I personally like the pump better, and the kind of frosted glass bottle feels a little bit fancy, while this one feels a little bit cheaper, but honestly they're both very functional. So moving on to the coverages of the foundations, the e.l.f. Flawless Foundation definitely has more of a medium coverage, while the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation is definitely very full coverage. I would say it's quite comparable to my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is very extreme full coverage, or my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. Both of those are very full coverage, and I would say this gives just about that much coverage, or you can definitely build up to that amount of coverage with this foundation, while I would say the Flawless one is definitely just a plain medium coverage foundation. Now both of these foundations have more of a natural finish, meaning that it's not matte, but it's not dewy either. However, I do find that the Flawless Foundation does have more of an undetectable finish on your skin. Like, it looks like your skin, but better. It doesn't really look like you're wearing makeup. It might be due to the fact that it does have more of a medium coverage, but I do definitely find this one does look a lot more natural on the skin. Whereas the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one, when I put it on, it's full coverage, so you can definitely tell that you're wearing something on your face, and you can definitely tell you're wearing makeup. I don't think it looks cakey necessarily, but it definitely looks like you're wearing makeup when you are wearing this foundation. So for lasting power, both of these foundations do last relatively well on my oily skin. I would say it takes around 5 hours before I get super oily, and even then, when I get oily, the foundation doesn't break down, which I really appreciate because sometimes foundations will last like 8 hours on my skin, but once it gets to that 8-hour mark, it'll start breaking down and looking awful on my oily skin. However, both of the foundations do not break down like that. Even if I do get really oily and I don't blot, the foundation coverage is still there and it doesn't move around on my face. Although I will say that the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one does begin to bunch up around my nose as the day goes on. It's not a the biggest deal to me because I could always just blend it out if I notice it, and the coverage is still there, so it's not really a big deal for me. But if that does bother you, I just wanted to mention it. So overall, I really enjoyed both of these foundations. I was actually very surprised to enjoy both of them because I heard someone with dry skin really enjoying the Flawless foundation, so I thought since someone with dry skin enjoyed it, I wouldn't enjoy it. But I actually ended up enjoying both of these foundations, and I think they're both something worth looking into if you want an affordable foundation. I think the main difference is the coverage, so if you want a more full coverage, I would say definitely go for the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one, but if you want more medium coverage, I would go for the e.l.f. Flawless one. And personally, if I had to choose between them, I would say I do prefer the e.l.f. Flawless one just because I don't really need a full coverage every single day. So I don't really go for a full coverage, especially since my acne has been clearing up. I don't really need that full coverage anymore, so I have been reaching for the e.l.f. Flawless one. But I do think they're both great foundations still, so I would wear this more maybe for nighttime since there is no SPF in this one. Oh, right, I forgot to mention, since the e.l.f. one has SPF in it, it does flash back in photos. So if you're looking for a nighttime foundation, this probably wouldn't be the one to go to. This is more of a daytime foundation. But the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one doesn't have SPF in it, so it doesn't flash back. So the way that I've been using them is I use the e.l.f. Flawless one for daytime, and then for nighttime, I will use the e.l.f. Acne Fighting one, since there is no SPF in it and it's very full coverage and it looks pretty good in photos. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and hopefully I will see you guys for another video. Bye!